Here we as an old as an old friend of mine say, here we go again, praising the Lord again, praising His holy name. What's up, Desmond? We are here. You the first say today. You're the first one in here. There, so yeah, it's almost like a race. See who get here first. All right, there. So, hold on, let me doing good, doing very good there. Text you know who here. There we go. Shooting a little text there. Yep. So you can get in here and there. All right. So okay, so shot a little text to EJ the Supreme there. Hopefully we can get him in here there. So like I say, here with that I'm hoping I just shot him I just shot him a text there. Yeah, that was and then plus I got let's see, yeah, I just shot him a text and had it posted all around there. So yeah, like I say, hopefully we see him there. Hopefully. Yeah, so excuse me. Sorry about that. Yep, so we're about to dive into more of these journals and arts and writings of mine there. Yeah, I thought last night I would have had them all in one night there. I thought that was my intention, but apparently, I guess stopping to explain them all and stuff like that. Yeah, kind of I guess I kind of miscalculated there, but what's left of them we should be able to get through the rest of them tonight there. We're at a pretty good start and everything. So yeah, this kind of a big stream here with all these here, and yeah, like I said, so yeah, we should be able to get through get through them and everything, and so. So take one thing I need to ask. Now I'll probably ask some of the others as they come in. I'll ask some of the others as they come in here. Now I know EJ subscribed, but my show is really soon. Oh, okay. Um, one thing I want to ask you, Desmond. I'm now you may be already, but are you subscribed to the channel? I'm just checking now. Yeah, sometime it tell me when somebody subscribed. Okay, okay, yeah. So okay, I'll check because sometime I don't know. YouTube's kind of funny like that. Sometime it tells me this so and so subscribed to you. I know the subscriber count goes up, but it doesn't always tell me specifically who subscribes. Sometime I think like when it first started, it would there, but yeah. So okay, so look in starting with this little construction paper book that was made this back in school here. I think this came from elementary. Because I definitely it got to be elementary because I see a traffic light on there. Yeah, it's one of them. One of them. One of them traffic lights you see in Houston, Texas. There, they got the left turn signal with two red lights there. Right with a baseball, a turkey, and a bat there. A few little things I drew on it. They're all about gays there. And let's see. So, um, I'm coming to that. What I just took out. I'm coming to that. Yeah, I'm coming. But this, from what I'm looking at, comes from 1998, February the 10th. Here, oh boy. So it's another little blast from the past there. Got got a little time. Okay, so first page here got a little time chart here. Say I was born March 31st of 1988. So yeah, that's I've mentioned before my birthday is March the 31st. So So the year, of course, is 1988. This year, so as of this year, 2025, I will be turning 37. Yep. And then I got my me really tired. Never know. You've been doing a lot. You've been doing a lot of activity today there. So sometimes when you're doing a lot, they can kind of wear that can kind of wear a person out there, especially today. Ooh, try to say, especially today, and then plus being up so early this morning now, like midnight. So yeah, that can it's, barely been. Mm, yeah, like I said, it may it's kind of hard to tell. But I mean, if been um you've been kind of doing a lot, then it's some it could be kind of wearing you out a little bit there. Sometimes that does happen there. Yep, we all do get tired. Yep. Look, so say okay, so like I say, I was born in 88, 1989, April the 1st. I got my first haircut. So right after my first birthday, uh, when I was 1990, I started recognizing like letters and colors and shapes and small words. Uh, Started preschool in 1991 at 3, of course. Had a birthday party at McDonald's in 1992. So that was my fourth birthday, two back to back. That probably is why you might be tired there. That could be it right there, Desmond. Because like I say, trying to practice with practicing for one performance can takes quite a bit of energy. You talking about two of them, yeah. Mm. You having to be in that energy and stuff, give that energy into your role and stuff like that. Ooh boy, yeah, yeah, but it will do that. There, it will. Sorry about all the yawning. And then here, 1993, and ironic, this timeline is drawn on a cross. 1993, confess Christ as my Savior and got baptized there, as I mentioned in my history of church there. 1994, I got my first bike with training wheels. I remember riding that there. Yeah, my mom, my grandma kind of helped me with that there because I remember pictures of them kind of helping me ride my bike for the first time and everything. And I remember also when I first got the training wheels taken off. I'm not completely sure what year exactly it happened, but eventually, you got to take training wheels off. And when I did, I remember a friend of my mom's kind of helped me out with that. And at one point, I thought he was holding on to the bike, and suddenly I was able to ride without the training wheels. But I thought he was holding on to the bike though, and then I realized he wasn't. I was actually doing it myself. So yeah, so you was 8 when you when you are you saying you was 8 when you rode without the training wheels there? Is that what you're saying now? Okay, okay, 8 years old. Okay, okay. Yeah, you. Okay. See, I keep getting notification from TikTok there. Okay. Oh, yeah. So yes, I got training with then it's like, oh, okay, it says right here. So it was actually for me. Oh, you say 6 or so it might be 6 or 7. Ironic you say that because I just looked in here because I didn't look down here earlier. 1995, where I was so so when I turned 7, I rode without the training wheels. Then okay, 6, 7, or 8. Okay. Well, it says on here for me 7. So we might have started at the same time, Desmond. There, yeah. Same age. I mean, yeah. 1996. I was invited to a sleepover at my Sunday school teacher's house. I remember that. There, yeah. A sleeper. Me and the other and some of the other students in the Sunday school class. All of us got to at my Sunday school teacher's house, had some activities for us and everything. And it was a real good time over there. Yeah. 1997, played, let's see, I played the piano in my first recital. So it's in 1997. So I was 9 years old when I played my first piano recital, and 10 years old, 1998, when I learned the correct way to draw say to draw Garfield from the How to Draw Garfield book. So I had a book on how to draw Garfield, and that was kind of what helped me to draw the Garfield characters there. Yeah, so that was a little bit of help there. Yeah, yeah. As you can see, got oh, you play drums, piano, clarinet, and alto sax. Okay, go on with your bad self, man. I say you got you. You multi talented. All right, Desmond. Yep, I play piano. I didn't play the clar. I never played clarinet. I've seen it. Like Squidward plays it in SpongeBob, but I've never played the clarinet. I dabbled a little bit with the saxophone. I had like a toy saxophone, but I didn't really get good with it. I just sort of played around with it. But yeah, I played the piano. I did learn drums in middle school, and saxophone is your favorite. Yeah, saxophone is a good instrument. Like I say, if you can now, I put this way, if you can actually, because I never did, but I put this way, if I had actually uh put forth the effort like I did with piano to play the saxophone, yeah, that would be pretty good there. Because yeah, saxophone, that's a really romantic instrument too. Yeah, definitely. It's real good. If you serenading a young lady there, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but yeah, I never. But and I tell you, there's a guy I know. One of my church members, she married she married a guy that actually is named Gabriel Johnson too, just like me. His nickname is the Sax Man, and that's his business. He has a business playing saxophone for different events. So that's why they call him the Sax Man. Now, yeah, and I bet you he probably played that saxophone around the house for her quite a bit, if you know what I mean. So yeah, yep, Sax Man now. But yeah, but that so yeah, like I say, and another instrument I did play besides piano and drums, I played violin for a short. I would say from third grade to somewhere in middle school. I stopped playing violin, but I continued playing piano for a little longer, on in the high school. Um, I was pretty good with the violin there. But I think I kind of was liking the piano more so, and of course the drums more so. But yeah, I was pretty good with the violin when I played it there. Played a few violin recitals at school and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. And here's a little picture And I'm pretty sure this was drawn. This was done in elementary here. Got Garfield there as a superhero. Little report card, music. Got my Holy Bible and me. Yeah. So that's another. I know that was done. I know this was done in elementary. Oh boy. Yeah, another. Like I say, so yeah, that's kind of the beginning of my art there. Yeah, as before it started to evolve there. So let's see. Um, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a poem or not. Okay, I am. Okay. It's a poem in here. I am goes fishing. Oh, I see what it's my. You know how you ever see acronyms like say um like the what do we call it the slow when they spell out stuff but it stands for something there like say for instance just say for instance if you spelled out wow with some periods and you might say it stands for something like um or maybe or better yet I'm trying to think of a better that I'd probably know um AIM from Marvel Comics, Advanced Ideal Mechanics. So here's this was something with my name, Gabriel. G goes fishing. A always excited. B believes in God. R reads books. I love computers. E enjoys checkers, and L loves Hot Wheel cars. Oh, That's okay then, man. I got, yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so there's another I am. Say, I am a child of God. I wonder how electronic toys are made. I hear Garfield the cat calling me. I see Garfield everywhere. I wish people were not superstitious. I am a child of God. I pretend I am the host of a TV show. I feel God's anointing. I touch Garfield's paws. You can tell I was really into Garfield back then. Now, I worry about Miss Allen's missing bathroom pass. It's kind of unusual. I cry when I when loved ones die. Yeah, that's actually true. Cry when loved ones die because yeah, when my 2019 when my friend Angela passed from a friend of mine from high school passed in a car crash. Yes, it really made me cry. And even I think like last year I went to see I've been to her gravesite a few times there. Yeah, I kind of think the last time I went there, I kind of left. I was kind of in tears, remembering about what happened there. So yeah, but yes, I cry when a loved one dies. Yes, I am a child of God. I understand who I am in Christ. I say I am a winner. I dream of being Gargave the cat. Gargave the when I say I was so into Garfield back then, I imagined myself as his cousin Gargave. So, oh boy, I try to do good in school. I hope people will be drug free. Yes, definitely. And I am a child of God. I am Gabriel Johnson. Mhm. Yes, yes, I do. Yes, yeah, America. America's favorite fat cat there. Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends. Hey, you, the kid that missed last week's show. You better have a good excuse. Dun. Oh, yeah. Look at that one. Okay. Now some of the now I kind of my memory's kind of fuzzy. I know some of these are poems. I think it's supposed to be like a poetry book here. But there were these had there were different types of poems. I think I remember. I know one type of poem is a haiku there, but I'm kind of fuzzy on like because been so long since I wrote different poems and stuff like this there. So um, say at the speed limit, the sun rises in the east as the wind blows by. And there's an illustration of it. Yeah. your, your favorite movie series right now? I would have at the moment I would have to say the MCU. It started. Marvel Cinematic Universe when they started with Iron Man, and Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Cap, Avengers, and so on. All the way up to Infinity War and Endgame and all that. And even what they're doing now, um, like I said, I still like the MCU. Um, I will admit there's a few things that they could do better with there. But overall, I still think it's pretty good there. It's now I will admit it's harder to keep up with it like it was back when they first started because there's so many stories and characters that they really having to go around. And yeah, that's I mean it's but it's not something that discourages me from watching it when I can catch it. Favorite MCU movie. Oh, I would have to say I would have to say these I would say probably a tie between the Spider-Man movies, the MCU Spider-Man movies, and the Avenger movies there. Because, and I say that because Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character, and I like the Avenger movies because I like team ensembles there especially when it comes to superheroes teaming up and stuff. Matter of fact, I did not even know the MCU was a thing until Avengers came out. I knew there was an Iron Man and Hulk movie, but I did not. But I didn't know any as far as anything else. It was when Avengers came out. That was the first official MCU movie I saw in the theaters with some friends, and then I went to see it again with my wife because it was real good. And then after seeing it, um, we got well. I think we already had the Iron Man movie because her mom had gave it to us. Oh cool, Spider Man. Yeah, yeah, Spider Man is real good. But I think my mother in law gave us the Iron Man movie, and I know my dad he had seen the Iron Man movie too. Um, but we went, but so we had went back, and we was thinking of getting some of the other movies that came before Avengers, um, like Hulk and Iron Man 2. And then my wife, she was like, well, let's get Thor and Cap too, because she was curious about that there. And ever since then, when Avengers came out, we got a copy of Avengers, and we've been keeping up with them ever since then. But admittedly, after Endgame, like I said, I still like it. Still like the MCU. It was just harder to keep up with it, like going to see the movies and buying them and all that. Yeah, like I say, but whenever we could, yeah, we definitely try to check it out. Like the Cat movie that came out, and we're kind of curious about those Thunderbolts there. So yeah, yeah, that would currently be my favorite movie series there. Yeah, the Workshop here. the workshop is a cool place to be. In the workshop, you get to read 3 books and take a book test on the books you've read on the computer. Yeah, we used to yeah, that's something we did. I think they also call it accelerated reader tests. Yeah. To sort of a test of, being able to remember what we've read and stuff like that. We You also get to write journals. Yeah, we had school journals. Yeah. We even have scholastic news. Without workshop, we wouldn't have all this good stuff. So come on down to the workshop. It's something new every day. It'll be lots of fun. You'll like cool things that we do, and you can help us too. We have different programs in the workshop. My favorite Spider-Man, it would, let's see, this kind of, honestly, out of the, let me put it this way, out of the live action Spider-Man, oh, I kind of got a soft spot for all of them. But let's see, if I had to pick one, I would have to go with, I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He's kind of, because he sort of brought me that nostalgic feeling of the '90s animated Spider-Man series. The way his movies were, way Sam Raimi wrote those movies. Um, I would say a tie between him and Tom Holland, because of how their movies are, and Andrew Garfield would be next to them. Like I say, it's sort of slightly different from what I've seen in Spider-Man Andrew Garfield, but I would put him like second. But still, I still consider him a really good Spider-Man. Tom Holland, yes, yeah, um, yeah, Tom Holland's a really he really did a good job with the teenager. He stayed a teenager throughout the whole trilogy there. Um, like I said, nothing against the others, but yeah, I like that they were able to keep him in high school through the whole trilogy there, sort of give us that. Um, and the animated Spider-Man, definitely the '90s animated series, the Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. Yeah, that was my show back then. Yeah, that was the first Spider-Man I ever was exposed to. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty much okay. I read another copy of what I previously read here. Reader. Okay, so now I got there's a list of it's a list of my accelerated reader list. Let's see. So these are some of the books I've read and took the test on. Uh, yeah, there's some good ones and some bad ones. That yeah, kind of the scores kind of went up and down. I got a 7 out of 10 on my book test on My Teacher is an Alien. That was kind of a creep. That was a good book. It's kind of creepy, but it's a good book. Especially the cover on it showed the teacher pulling off the human mask and revealing the alien head there. The computer nut. And that's so that's one. It's kind of slipped my mind there, and I guess I see why because I didn't score so high on that one. I scored a 1 out of 10. Not exactly my best test there. The 100 dresses, 5 out of 10. Uh, James and the Giant Peach. Now I do know about that one. I've even seen the movie for that. Read both the book and the movie, but I didn't score so well for some reason. I got 4 out of 10, which is kind of odd there. Uh, a 1 on 10. It's a book called The Computer Nut. Yeah, I kind of as a computer nut. I scored 1 out of 10, so that was look like that's the lowest one out of all the scores. And then of course Matilda. Now I know a lot of us know about Matilda. both the book and also the movie. And then I think there's a musical Matilda that recently came out there. But yeah, I remember the book. Read the book and I saw the movie, and I got a 9 out of 10 on that one. Hmm. Also, little let y'all in on a little something. As a kid, when Matilda first came out, and I had watched the movie and everything, I actually had a crush on the character Matilda. Oh, you feel? Oh, okay. Well, what test did you? What test was it there? But I had a crush on Matilda there. And I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, not I have nothing against Spanish. Spanish. Especially who, as they say, especially Ricky Ricardo. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. So, yeah, I'm spending drumming. Spanish is a good language, but it was not an easy one to learn there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, our teacher did was teaching Spanish. I just my I probably was not paying attention like I really should there. That yeah, partly with the ADHD. So yeah, test that they got 20 20 out of 30. Okay, well, seemed like you did pretty good. You say 28 out of 30. So you only missed two. Okay. Look like you did pretty well on that there. A lot better than me, because I sure didn't do too well in Spanish class. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, like I said, yeah, but yeah, I had a definite big crush on the character Matilda, and then years later makes me makes every question worth two. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So I guess it would be so I guess instead of a 30, it'd be 60. What's up, EJ? We were wondering about you, buddy. Glad you could make it. Better, to say, like Thomas the Tank and just say better late than never. What's up? Oh, you're an event. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's say you do an event. Okay. All right. Well, glad you squeezed us in here. Say, we are doing good there. Just started with this book there. Got some writings, got some records of me in here actually. That's one reason I put journals, writings, art, and more. So yeah, say more. And I just mentioned my score on my accelerated reader test for Matilda was 9 out of 10, and probably partly because of my crush on Matilda. Yeah, like I say, I found out the actor named Mara Wilson. I didn't. I found that out when I got in middle school because her name was on the was mentioned on the advertisement for the Thomas the Tank Engine movie that came out around that time, and she was in that. But in elementary, I just knew her as Matilda, and I even had a dream of riding bikes with her. So yeah. Oh, let's see. Then I got. Oh, okay. I got a 9 out of 10 on a book called Molly's Pilgrim. Okay, did pretty good there. I got an 8 out of 10 on the Pizza Mystery and the Polar Express. So we read the Polar Express back then. Okay, I remember that being talked about at my mom's school when I was in high school. She was to one of her classes during that time there, and they even watched the movie there. The Mystery Horse, I got a 10 out of 10, and also a 10 out of 10 on a book called Super Fudge. from Judy Blume. A 7 out of 10 on a book called Colin Powell. 10 out of 10 Mystery at Snowflake Inn. Okay, okay. All right. Well, hey, we'll still be here, buddy. We'll be here for a while there. Hey, yeah, yeah, like I said, we'll be right back after these messages, but we'll be here now. And let's say 8 out of 10 on the cat ate my gym suit. What I wonder what cat that might be. A 6 out of 10 on the 100 penny box. 7 out of 10 on a Goosebumps book called The Monster Blood 2. 5 out of 10 on Stone Fox. And a 7 out of 10 on another Goosebumps book, Night of the Living Dummy. That Night of the Living, them two Goosebump books was them Goosebump books, them was some scary books for if, as a kid, them was scary. Both whether some in some cases the book would be scarier, and in some cases the TV adaptation would be scary that they were showing Fox Kids. Um, I think the scariest TV ones were the Haunted Mask, and next to it, I would have to say Stay Out of the Basement, with the dad being a plant clone there. But Haunted Mask, I think, definitely would win the scariest out of TV adaptation. Um, the Dummy would probably be the scariest one of both the book and possibly the TV. The Night of the Living Dummy, yeah. That dummy Slappy, yeah, he was no joke there. And Monster Blood would be next to that in the books there. Oh boy. And I tell you another really scary Goosebump book. Two actually. One, Say Cheese and Die. You took a picture of somebody, they died. Or unalived, I'm sorry. And then another one I think was more scary in the TV adaptation. It it was actually titled Click. And remember, we got an Adam Sandler movie named Click. So and it involved a remote. But the goose, but now the Adam Sandler Click movie is pretty scary itself. It's dramatic, but it does get kind of dark, PG-13. But the Goosebumps Click, um, I think, in my opinion, was even scarier than the Adam Sandler Click. I still think the Adam Sandler Click is still a good movie, but that Goosebump Click was even scarier, and that was for kids. We had some scary stuff back in the 90s. Yeah. What we got? Okay, just my another text alert. Yeah. That let's see. Okay, turn a few more is here. Let's see. Okay. See what else I got in here that I can show. What's this here? Okay. Okay, here's a certificate of recognition for importance as a class member from August 25th of 1997. This must be from my fourth grade class. I see my fourth grade teacher signature on there. Yeah, got little butterflies there because my fourth grade teacher. I think each of our teachers had a certain theme to them back in elementary, uh, of them as well as then reflected on their classroom. My fourth grade teacher's theme was butterflies. And I remember my fifth grade teacher, her theme was frogs there. So, yeah, I'm not sure about my second and third grade teacher, but yeah, like I say, those are the two I remember. They even got the Bill of Rights in here. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of that song from Schoolhouse Rock. Oh, today and today I'm just a bill. I go up there and I gotta go to this step and that step. But today and today I'm just a bill. Yeah, yeah, boy. That was and I think that's pretty much it in this book here, except for this little this one last thing here, little picture of me here. Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah, you see, just chilling. So that's with that. And this was a little something that kind of a stack of papers here, but it was inside that book. This action Now this little thing is my autobiography. This actually I think was written while I was in high school, and like I say, there's kind of a reason why I say that because yeah, let's see. Okay, so now there's a few. Oh yeah, because I got a few things from my high school. A lot of stuff from my high school years in here, but also some stuff from the previous years. But it was written while I was still in high school there. So yeah, excuse me. Get a little sip there. Yeah. Mm. And this is well one. This is a little drawing of back when we had AOL and Case and I instant messaging each other. Um, I was using my mom's AOL email, Faith Douglas, and her instant message address was Julie Kaiba. And they like Yu-Gi-Oh, Yugi's arch rival Kaiba. And I did get my own uh, name on AOL like a little later, but when I first started, I was using my mom's there. Yeah, kind of do the computer and everything. Yeah, say, hey Gabe, what's up? Yeah, so yeah, let's see, put this like this here. That way that way I won't lose this. Got my got one of my report cards from elementary. Say, remember these report cards, EJ? Say, yeah, remember that. Yeah, remember. That take you back there. They say, this was from night ending. Okay, so I think this was my last report card of elementary. Um, Ended with a report card period. Got four and yeah, all 4 weeks. Uh, so the ending of my time in elementary got got a B C in reading. Your favorite My favorite grade, probably I would have. Okay, well, let's see. For elementary, I would have to say the. I would say my favorite grade for elementary would be the fifth grade because of because we did the Peter Pan play that year. Um, in middle school, my favorite grade would have to be the sixth grade because yeah, it actually was my best year in middle school. Seventh grade was kind of a next best. Had some good times there, and eighth grade kind of because it led to me in summer school. But sixth grade was my best year in middle schools. High school, I would have to say probably a tie between freshman year and senior year being my best there. Because like I say, I got off. Um, I did have some rough moments in the ninth grade, but that was mostly from dealing with a lot of the students when I first started high school. Kind of had it rough amongst the other peers and stuff like that. But I did really good in my classes though. Had really good relation with my teachers and stuff. And then the senior year will be the best because yeah, um, I I was starting to really get close to trying to graduate and yeah, really and to say glory be to God, I was able to graduate then because I was matter of fact I remember me and another student was like oh man, I'm nervous about what my test results going to be, and we was waiting for the test results, and I even had my Bible with me, and I said, well, we can say a little prayer. Okay, let's say a prayer. Okay, and then both of us prayed there, and the minute we got the test results, we were both shouting hallelujah out of the school there. Oh, hallelujah, we passed. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, we was thanking, we was praising God for finally graduating. We could go on to adulthood now. I even hugged a few girls on my way out. and didn't get slapped. So yeah. We were excited. So yeah, that would be my favorite year. Like I say, elementary would be fifth grade. Middle school would be the sixth grade. High school would be a tie between freshman and senior year. So yeah. Um. So oh, keep getting notifications there. All right. So let's see. Okay, it's a little notification from Disney. I actually had entered a. Do you have a favorite game? Right now, my favorite game would be pretty much what I'm playing right now. Would be my Pokemon game, Pokemon Fire Red. Um, because yeah, got to catch them all there. So yeah, that would currently be my favorite game at the moment there. Um, I would say from which is a GBA game. Okay. Yeah, it's a GBA game. Yeah. So yeah. So this was there was a story writing contest from Disney. Say we got your story. You worked real hard to say thanks. Here's a special pen from friends at Disney. We hope we'll use it to keep creating the story magic at home. And when you're not writing, look for movies every night on at 6, 7 Central on Disney's Magical World of Disney. Yeah, so didn't exactly win the contest, but yeah, I did. But like I say, I'm still writing though. And also next to this, that's a picture of me when I got baptized there. 5 years old. On the great hand of the church. On the confession of your faith. My brother, I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Unto us. So, yeah. So so the story I wrote for the writing contest, and it's gonna be and I do have planned to put it in my Yumiko series. Matter of fact, that's gonna it's gonna be like a flashback for Brownie telling Hiko and his friends there in book number 4 I'm playing it. Uh, Brownie's rescue mission on Uranus. On one very hot summer day in the middle of July, Brownie, the dog's trouble alert went off. It was the king of Uranus. Oh, Brownie, you've got to help us. An ice monster kidnapped my daughter and took her to the ice cave of his evil ice master, he exclaimed. I am on my way, said Brownie. Brownie quickly prepared for his trip to the planet Uranus. He called for his protective battle gears and his Brownie mobile, which turned into a space rocket, and he drove very fast, the Brownie mobile. And now he got a fire truck that becomes a spaceship. Yeah. Soon, Brownie was far away from the sun, about 2,870 million kilometers to be exact. He began to feel very cold in the middle of July. Brownie turned his heater on in his Brownie mobile. Just as Brownie made his landing on the planet Uranus, the ice monster appeared. Everything around him looked blue, including the ice monster, because of the methane gas in the atmosphere. Brownie shot his heat laser, but it was useless, so he took out some special ice melting powder and sprinkled it on the ice monsters, and they started melting quickly. There was a puddle of water to be seen, but it wasn't long before two more ice monsters appeared from the spot where the puddle of water stood. Brownie stood in amazement. He could not believe what was happening right before his very own eyes. One of the ice monsters began spinning an ice web and trapped Brownie right in the center of it. Brownie was able to break out of the ice web by pressing his heat laser button, and the other ice monster started throwing Uranus ice rocks at Brownie. But Brownie was able to put a stop to this by using his bubble gum to blow a giant sized bubble, which made an unusual loud noise as it popped in both of the ice monster's faces. Kind of wondering how that works since he's supposed to be wearing like a space helmet there. Unless maybe you could say it's that Oxychew from DuckTales there in 2017. But of course, this was written back in the 90s, so the noise was so loud and the force from the pop was so strong that it caused a small Uranus quake instead of an earthquake, a Uranus quake to take place. As a result of this Uranus quake, the ice monsters broke into many small pieces and became Uranus ice pebbles on the planet of Uranus. The ice monsters of Uranus were now history and no longer a problem for Brownie. Okay, welcome back, Desmond. Re- reading about Brownie going up there to Uranus to fight some ice monsters. It's a story I wrote for a Disney writing contest. Although Brownie had conquered the ice monsters of Uranus, he now had an even bigger and harder challenge to deal with. That was the evil ice master of Uranus, which everyone on the planet greatly feared. Brownie had to figure out a way to defeat this evil creature and rescue the king's daughter. He started thinking he needed to call for his extra super protective battle gear. It's almost like the Power Rangers calling for their battleizer, which included an extremely high powered heat laser. Now Brownie had everything he needed in order to defeat the evil ice master, but then he realized he had to think of a way to get inside the creature's get inside this evil creature's cave so that he could rescue the king's daughter. So Brownie started thinking again, and it was not long before the idea came to him to into to transform into an ice monster. Okay, okay, all right, kind of in and out. Okay, okay. Hey, no problem, Desmond. You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. Yep. So he transformed into the ice monster. He knew that if he looked like one of them, he oh yeah, oh trust me, we will definitely be having fun. that's that's no problem now. That he knew if he looked like one of the ice monsters, which he already destroyed, he could easily get in the cave with no problem. Brownie went into deep meditation about looking like an ice monster. He meditated so hard until it was not long before he actually started looking like an ice monster. Got to think about how I could make that happen there. Now Brownie was ready at the time, and the time had come to rescue the beautiful princess. He made his arrival at the evil ice master's cave. and very bravely walked right inside. Once inside, he saw the evil ice master and the beautiful princess who was frozen and trapped in the ice web. The evil creature stood admiring the lovely princess as he spoke his evil plans out loud. One day, I will be the king of Uranus, and you will be my beautiful princess. Immediately, Brownie spoke out loud in an angry voice, saying, "Never in a lifetime will that happen." It was then that Brownie's transformation started to wear off and he looked like himself again. The evil Ice Master quickly turned around to attack Brownie, but he was not quick enough. Brownie was faster than lightning. He shot the evil creature with his extremely high powered heat laser, shooting him with a magic. See, that's skip a page. Heat laser, shooting him with a magical heat that gave him a warm heart. Oh, redemption. Now Brownie realized he had conquered the evil Ice Master because his evil spirit had been destroyed. He no longer desired to be evil. The Ice Master was so sorry for what he had done. He told Brownie to return the ice to turn the princess to the king. He released her from the web, and Brownie sprinkled her with his special melting powder to melt the ice around her. And the princess returned to the king, and he was very thankful to Brownie. The Ice Master, who had a warm heart, no longer evil, and now spent his time doing good deeds on the planet of Uranus. No one no longer lived in fear of anyone evil, for Brownie had heated the cold planet of Uranus with the warm power of love and lived happily ever after. Brownie's rescue mission of Uranus had been complete, but now it was time to return to Earth to prepare for his next mission. Yep. So I'm gonna make sure to keep this on standby there because I'm gonna need this when I get ready to write book number 4. Yeah. So okay, then it got about my grandparents. Okay. Got my grandparents in here. Say I'm not I call them Granny and Big Papa. My grandparents, which are my mom's mom and dad, are very cool in many ways. So I don't so I don't have to stay late and wait for my mom to come from work. Grant, for example, my oh yeah, I'm sorry, wait, my for example, my granny picks me up from school each day, so I don't have to stay late and wait for my mom to come from work because she was teaching too. Uh, she is never late. She always prepares dinner when we get to the house. Most important, she's always there. Say to she's always there when okay, I kind of lost my place there. Never late when we say get to her house after school. Most important of all, she's there when my mom is not able to be there because of her job. Now, my big papa is a very laid back type of guy, but he's also special in his own way. He takes me fishing, all kinds of fun places. Sometimes we go out to eat in the movies on Saturdays and gives me the ride of a lifetime in his truck. No place in particular, just enjoying the ride. He can make me laugh so hard that I cry. There are many great memories I have, some very special times I shared with my grandparents. I remember the time Granny and I played checkers together, which was fun. It also meant a lot to me when Granny was my special guest at the Back to School musical that I mentioned in the church video. Another memory was when Big Papa and I caught 12 large catfish, and later that same day we played Go Fish. I love going walking with my Big Papa, and I remember one time we went for a walk during a family picnic and saw a road runner. Then there was another time that my grandparents gave me a book of money for my birthday present and surprised me by having my 12th birthday party at their house. And I also remember how special it was when Big Papa and Granny took me out to eat, say on Sunday afternoon, and we went shopping afterwards at the Pierre Bourget Mall. Also about that road runner, one of my cousins tried to catch that road runner, but Did not succeed at that there. Meet me. My Big Papa and Granny has some very special characteristics. Big Papa's a hard worker, even though he's retired, very funny and jolly and full of joy. My Granny is also a hard worker who is very bold and firm, but and a careful and wise person, believes in being organized. My grandparents are very lovable people, and I love them both. I would hate to imagine life without my Granny and Big Papa, but if I had to, it would be like watching the most boring black and white cartoon show without any sound. Life with Life without Granny would be like an empty house with no one to talk to. Life without Big Papa would be like fishing in a pond or lake that had no fish in it. It would be no fun without my grandparents. They've taught me so many important lessons, but I think the most important lesson of all is when they tell me to always do what is right and you will reap what you sow. My granny and Big Papa are the greatest, and I thank God for them. Oh yeah, Granny and Big Papa. Okay, and then the day I was born, the day I was born was one of the most exciting days ever. It was a day like no other. It all started on March 31st, 1988, although my mom says she was rushed to the hospital on March the 30th, 1988, around 3 p.m. It was then she started experiencing some strange feelings of discomfort. I was born the next day, March 31st, 1988, at exactly 2:49 p.m. in the city and state of Shreveport. According to the first facts in my baby book, I weighed 7 pounds and was 18 and 1/4 inches long. My mom said I was a very alert baby with my right eye halfway open and my left eye completely open. She said the doctor did not even have to slap my bottom because I came out crying. It's a boy. I know it must have been a very emotional and touching moment when the nurse placed me up against my mother's body because she said that I immediately stopped crying and became very peaceful and calm. Wow, what a special day when I was born, and I can't wait to experience that with our first kid. Oh yeah, an imaginary playmate. Okay. During my toddler years, I've had a lot of imaginary playmates, but the one I remember the best is Brownie the dog, Brownie B. Brown. Still have him there. Brownie was a stuffed animal. I could always pretend that he was real and could talk. Had many pretend adventures with Brownie, but the most exciting was his rescue mission on Uranus, which I just read, where he had to save the king of Uranus' daughter from an evil ice master. So yeah, just so yeah, pretty. So yeah, we know where that one went there. My first day at school, when I was when my first day of school arrived, I was not very excited. I was not very excited. I was only 3 years old, but of course this was preschool. You know, when my mom drove me onto the school parking lot, we stepped into the school grounds. I felt kind of shaky. I thought to myself, what is this place? My mom walked me to my classroom, smiled, and talked to the teacher for a few minutes, then turned to me and bent down, gave me a hug, said, I love you, have a good day, and I will see you this evening. Boy, wait, why did she say that? I started crying and hollering as loud as I could. Ah! As loud as I could. And my teacher smiled and waved as my mother was leaving. I could tell my mother wanted to come back as a watch from the classroom door, but she didn't. Once my mom was completely out of sight, it didn't take very long for me to calm down and stop crying, especially after I realized it wasn't going to make her come back just then. I started playing with the block and eventually the other children and started having so much fun until I did not want to go home when mom came back and picked me up from school. So the first day turned out great. like a bowl of Frosted Flakes. They're great. Put a little. Being an only child. I'm pretty sure some of you watching probably can relate to this. Ooh, gotta adjust my position a little bit there. Okay. Being an only child has its advantages and disadvantages, much like life. Some of the advantages of being an only child include getting a whole lot of attention because there are no other siblings in the household to share the attention with, which they can also lead to you getting a little spoiled there. I'm kind of a victim of being spoiled. So another advantage is I don't really have to share things like my bedroom, television, telephone, or the computer. I really don't mind sharing whether I have to or not, but it's nice to know that you can have some things all to yourself. Excuse. A final advantage of being an only child is being able to enjoy the peace and quiet at times because there's no one else to keep up a lot of noise. On the other hand, it can be a bit of a disadvantage being an only child. One disadvantage is feeling very lonely sometimes because you wish, you had a brother or sister to talk to or hang out with, especially when you go to the movies and you come out and you're like, and you want to express what you thought about that movie to someone. There's no one there. And it is during that time I hate being an only child, but it is not really all that bad because I do have one good friend that I can talk to on the computer. So being an only child is okay most of the time. Think we know who that friend is going to be according to when this was wrote. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. No spoilers. Our home. Our home is small and cozy. It is a very peaceful home where my mom and I live. My mom has displays of angels in every room. She collects angels. We have three bedrooms, and one of them is used as a computer room. I have my own room, which includes a TV, VCR, full size bed, study table, telephone, CD player, and so much more. In our home, my mom and I do many things together. We try to have a Bible study together each day. Sometimes she teaches Bible lesson, and sometimes she lets me teach one. Kind of interacting. We go over my homework and music lessons together, and sometimes we look at videos together on the weekends. I'm especially Arthur. There are times when we love to just sit around home and enjoy each other's company. Our home is a place of love. I love our home, and I know when we have our first kid, they will definitely love this home with me and Queen Tina. Oh yeah, the three will be the three of us. And that's a little something I drew at the bottom of the writing. Yep, so a Bible and some music. Okay, and now my friend, very special friend, I might add there. My friend's name my friend's name is Casey. Oh yeah, big sis Casey. She is my best friend. It was June 11th, 2002, during summer school, that we actually became friends. Truth be told, we actually had met each other back in middle school during the eighth grade. Um, and I remember asking her to borrow a pencil. And that was basically the only interaction that occurred then. So yeah, but here, yeah, this is when we officially like actually started like, hey, I'm Gabe, I'm Casey. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how it came to be. Casey and I have so many things in common. We both love to talk to each other on the phone and on the computer. We have a very creative imaginations that allow us to create other friends for ourselves. Although we know they're not really real, but our imagination allows them to be real to us. I really enjoy talking with my friend Casey and being with her at school. We always look forward to being at school for in the summer school, and we always look forward to eating lunch together and hope we'll be best friends forever. Which actually we are. Yeah. Matter of fact, became like a brother and a sister to each other. So, welcome back again, Desmond. Oh, yeehaw! And I don't know if you heard, but I just read about when I first met Big Sis Casey. One of the ones that was in the she was in the video when we was talking about Captain America. I met her June the 11th, 2002. So yeah, we know each other for a very long time there. So yep, and also I've known EJ for a very long time as well because I knew him. His mother was my piano teacher way back since elementary, so I knew him way back then. Um, yeah, and in Casey's case, we knew each other ever since high school there. So yep, when I meet him in elementary. Um, when I start, like I said, when I started taking piano classes, because believe it or not, he's actually 5 years younger than I am. So I actually had seen him even when he was a little baby, and actually, as he started growing up and everything, and so yeah, he was kind of like kind of almost like having a little brother back then. Yeah, yeah. He was like, I know they might not seem that way now because we're both grown and stuff, but yeah, he was like a little brother following me around back then. Now, so yeah, especially asking to play with my Power Ranger toys. Yeah. No, actually, I'm an only child. That was another reading writing I just read there about the advantage and disadvantage of being an only child. Um, yeah, I wasn't. I've imagined myself with siblings before, but yeah, in reality, no, I'm an only child. Yeah, yeah, and also my wife, she's an only child too. There, so yeah, guess that's part of what brought us together. Then, to say, if I'm not mistaken, both EJ is an only child, and I think also. Oh wait, no, I take that back. Now Casey does have a big brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, okay, yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it kind of it does. Now I will share. I will admit to this though. Now I didn't have sisters and brothers growing up, but I did spend a lot of time with my cousins though. I had cousins, and especially I had one cousin that was older than me, and the other two were younger than me. And my younger cousins, yeah, we had those we had moments where we did get along and everything. But there were moments where we did annoy one another. So yeah, that's kind of natural with siblings. That's yeah, like I say, as they say in Teen Titans, it's sort of like typical roommate stuff. We all get on each other's nerves sometimes. Yes, yeah, but we still love each other though. Yeah, I still love my cousins there, even if they do get on my nerves there. Yep. So now I'm here to say my first night away from home. My first night away from home was awesome. It was during the summer I was 8 years old. I spent the night at my Sunday school teacher's home. Oh, okay. I was thinking of something else. My Sunday school teacher during that time, I'm just going to go by Sister Porter, not the whole name, just Sister Porter. She was having a sleepover for her Sunday school students. I was so excited because I had never spent a night away from home, and Miss Sister Porter has so many fun things planned. We watch videos and video games play video games throughout the night. Oh boy, I remember some of them video games. I think there was one video. I can't think of the name of it, but I think someone said it was called Power Man. It may have been a Mega Man game though. Not really because of the line. Oh, okay. So since they were in kind, oh, okay. So you're a lot younger than your cousins. Okay. Mhm. Let's see. Chicago. Yep. Good old Chicago there. So it's a so we played video games throughout the night. I don't think any of us fell asleep that night. At 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock in the morning, we were still talking and playing games. And around 8 o'clock in the morning, Sister Porter prepared breakfast for us. She had French toast, bacon, sausage, eggs, grits, cereal, fresh fruit, milk, and orange juice. Ooh, oh boy, and this was the first time I was out that I actually had French toast. And this in the family, but okay. Yes. Oh yes, that French toast is good. This was my first time having it, and oh, that was that was like a toasted slice of heaven. There, that was yeah. I was like, man, I went from waffles to French toast. French toast to bacon. Man, I remember that bacon, and don't get me started with that sausage. Ooh. Um, they say after breakfast, we all went outside to play. Um, Played in the backyard, played till lunchtime, and she grilled some hot dogs and hamburgers while we were playing, boy. And they say we enjoyed our lunch until our parents came to pick it up, and that was my first night away. Woo! You want to know it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can when you put it up, if you put it up here, I'll try to screenshot it there. Yeah. Take a say who knows, might test it out there. Hmm. Good old French toast there. My favorite television program. When I wrote this here, I have watched many different television programs, but my favorite one is Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh is and this tells a little bit about it. Yu-Gi-Oh is a program about a little boy. Actually, he's a teenager though, and his friends, and his name is Yugi. Of course, he's the main character. And in the show, Yugi and his friends love playing a game called Duel Monsters, and I love to watch this program because the characters and events are so adventurous and exciting. Pegasus is also one of the main characters responsible for creating Duel Monsters, uh, and also he captures Yugi's grandfather's soul. Yugi has to defeat Pegasus by entering a Duel Monsters contest in order to get his grandfather's soul back. Yugi is a good character who believes if you open your mind, there is nothing you can't do. Okay, let me hold on. Let me just a second. I'm gonna screenshot that there. Let's zoom in here to okay. Now tell you what I'll do. I go on vacation. Not right away, but when I go on my vacation, April the 6th, I'll be going on my next vacation starting April the 6th from my day job. So I would yeah, I'll make a I'll make a plan to try it there. Okay, yeah, but I'll definitely yeah, when I go on vacation, have time to actually uh do that there. And I would definitely um try that out, and to say had some good old French toast there. I know it's gonna be good. I believe it, yeah. So I might even get a make a reaction to it there. So yeah, so it say Yugi has to defeat Pegasus to get his grandpa's soul back, and he believes it. If you open your mind, there's nothing you can't do. Throughout the plot, be careful not to break. Okay, yes, I got you. the Throughout the plot of each episode, much competitiveness and action is shown. Well, good versus evil, being adventurous and exciting are not the only reasons for liking this program, but it is my favorite television program mainly because it shows the example of how good always eventually conquers evil. And let's just say this show got me and Casey through summer school there because, how they always say, you can, like the harder the cards, um, and you can overcome different obstacles and stuff like that. Same way we overcome our obstacles in order to get to high school there. So yeah, and that's a picture that I drew of Yugi here. Yeah, not exactly the best, but I mean, yeah, it's a little something, something. And couple of different things I remember from the show. Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this match. Oh, thank you. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. Ah, impossible! Exodia, obliterate! Or, you see, I found that given the proper incentive, anyone can be made to play my game. Yugi! Yes, Yugi, we will duel again. How else will you reclaim your grandfather's soul? Yeah, and let me show you something real quick before I put the hang on just a second there. I'm going nowhere. This I actually got some Duel Monster cards there. This whole box is full of Duel Monster cards there. So, yeah, and let's see. I'm not gonna show all the decks, but just this one of them right here. So this has a lot. This deck right here has a lot. Any hobbies? Yes. Well, yep. Writing stories for one thing. Drawing, illustrating for those stories, and also like playing some games, of course, and doing what I do here on YouTube and stuff there. Yep, and like I say, yeah, other thing kind of varied there, but those sort of the main ones right off the top of my head and stuff. Yeah, definitely like making videos. That's why I'm on YouTube in the first place there. Yeah, like this one right here. This is the trademark card of the show that Yugi would use in most every episode. Dark Magician. Dark Magician. Dark Magic Attack. And of course, where there was a Dark Magician, there was a Dark Magician girl. A real cutie, by the way, but very powerful. Yep, and just I'm gonna show a few others. This is my favorite card actually, Mahavilo, because of his power up effect. He gets 500 points per magic card that's equipped to him. So yeah, you can make him pretty powerful there. Yeah, and let's see let's see a few others. There's thank you. Yeah, it's a good card game too. Swords of Revealing Light. That one's been used a lot there. Hold your opponent for 3 turns while you try to think of something to get out of a jam. Yeah. And let's see, these are the strongest. And the strongest ones in this deck here are these two: the Silent Magician and Valkyria the Magna Warrior. Kind of like, yes, it is kind of similar. Yep, I definitely, I will not deny that. There, it has kind of a similarity to Pokemon. Um, I know Pokemon card game is played a little differently from Yu-Gi-Oh, because I've actually tried to play the Pokemon card game and I never could get it, but I did collect a lot of the Pokemon cards because I was into Pokemon. But I was a lot better with the Pokemon video games than the card games. Um, yes, this is the only out of the like animes and stuff like that. This is the only card game that I actually was able to learn and actually play effectively there. Yeah, so yeah, this would pretty much be the only card game. Now as far as like regular, now of course I do know how to play stuff like Go Fish and Solitaire stuff like that now. But yeah, as far as like something from and to say something like on this level, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty much the one there. So yeah, yeah, but I did collect some other cards though because, like I say, I like the show they came from. Though. Yeah, so that that was oh, and one more thing. I'll probably do a review of this. I kind of forgot how to play Go. Oh, I guess it's been a while since you played Go Fish, huh? There's one other thing. If y'all can just hold, yeah, just hold there for a second, because it's in another room there. Be right. Okay, here it is. There we go. Okay, this right here, they my grandmother played. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mentioned. I think my granny sometimes would play checkers with me sometimes now. Yeah, but this right here is what's called a dual disc, and they didn't use it right away in season two of Yu-Gi-Oh. One of the characters, Kaiba, made this where you could play where this would project holographic images of the cards that you placed on there, and that's what really made the show as cool as it is because you actually could have like holograms of the cards you played there, and sometimes the monsters would become real when they went to a place called the Shadow Realm, or in season four the Orichalcos there. So yeah, but this is a lot of times they use this ever season two. Um, this became the main staple of playing cards for holographic duels there. Yeah, so yeah, and you kind of would take this back. I just is there to show you real quick. I'll put more detail in a review of it, but just a little basic, real quick. You would put your monster cards like right in these little slots right here, like that. And just say if you had a magic card, magic or trap cards, like this one, Mage Power, you would put them in these little slots here, like that. And sometimes, and in the show, they would insert them up here, but for the actual toy, they put them down here. And there's also this other slot right there that comes out. That's where you put like a field magic card there. Yeah, like that there. And I got to get more. Now my batteries are dead on this, but it would light up when I gotta get some more batteries. But this would light up. I might get some more before I do a review of this there, just to show that. And it would show like your life points and everything. Yeah, that was as I say. Yeah, I try to gotta get around to getting that there before I do a review on it there. Yeah, let me put that back here. Put that back in my box. Yeah. And me and Casey, we used to play that a lot there. Play this game there, and I think she won a lot of times. Yeah, she was real. I mean, both good at, but I think she was really good with this game there. And they say big, which I guess big sisters are the older sibling is usually a lot most of the time a little bit better than the younger sibling there. So like I say, not biologically related, but that's we me and Kay we look at that's how we think of each other as a brother and a sister there. Okay, so chap the kind of girl I admire. Hmm. There are many characteristics that describe the kind of girl I admire. When I really think about uh, when I really think about it, there are characteristics that also describe me. First of all, I admire a girl who is Christian and loves Jesus. I admire a girl who respects herself and shows respect for others. I admire a girl who respects herself and who I also admire a girl who tries very hard to do the right thing, and a girl who has a good sense of humor and a very creative imagination. I admire a girl who I can feel comfortable talking to, and we both can really enjoy each other's conversation. There are probably many other things I could say about the kind of girl I admire, but these are the most important characteristics to me. Pretty much plain and simple to the point there. And well, that's how me and Christina got together. Queen Tina, yeah. Uh, my first appearance on stage, yeah, kind of. So my first appearance on stage was when I was in preschool. Ooh, dude, I forgot about this. I was 4 years old playing the role of the turkey in our school play. The play was about the first Thanksgiving, and I wore some brown corduroy, uh, some brown pants and a brown turtleneck shirt. I will admit, turtlenecks I did not really take so well to. I've worn them, but yeah. Recently, I have not worn a turtleneck. Then that's just me. I don't really like turtlenecks there. Yeah, because of the way it feels on my neck there. So, my teacher attached some very colorful paper feathers all over my body, and I even had a turkey tail made out of paper feathers. I didn't have to say much in the play other than gobble gobble. Well, that was an easy role there. My mom, Big Papa, and Granny came to see me in my first play. They watched me on stage and would smile when I say gobble 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 gobble. They thought I was so cute, and they were proud of me. I think I did okay for my first appearance on stage. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, it was kind of it was kind of humorous. Yeah, playing a turkey. Woo, gobble gobble gobble. Say that turkey there. And since you mentioned funny, I gotta share this and talk about turkey. My second appearance on. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, but real funny thing to share with you there. I heard this from a comedian, Cedric the Entertainer, and he was talking about how chickens are suspicious by nature. And he's like, you like, he was talking about the time he tried to catch a chicken on the farm. He said that chicken be always watching you. He said, chicken be looking at you like, what you walking over here like that for? Why you licking lips when you look at me? What you gonna do with that grease? Then you try to catch the chicken. Oh, no, 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 no. You don't want to. No, you don't want to get. You don't want to eat me. I'm sick. I got the bird flu. Oh, I'm going over to Popeyes. Oh, thanks for the. Oh yeah, thanks for the second like. Yes, thank you for the second. Got 2 likes, 2 people. All right. So yeah, I had to share that since we mentioned about how funny the turkey thing was. The most exciting moment in my life. I wonder if there's going to be any humor in that. The most exciting moment of my life was when I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I appreciate it though. I appreciate that, buddy. So the most exciting time of my life was when I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Sunday, June the 27th, 1993. I was 5 years old. Near the end of worship service that Sunday, Reverend Odom, God rest his soul, um, extended the invitation to discipleship. We call it opening the doors of the church. It's a figure of speech for anyone who wants to, for anyone who chooses to give their life to God by accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. And that particular Sunday, when he opened the doors of the church, I wanted to give my life to God by accepting Jesus Christ. I got up and walked to the front of the church and took the seat in the chair that had been placed there. When he stepped down from the pulpit, I stood up, he placed my hand on his hand and said to him and the congregation that I believe that Jesus is alive. And then Reverend Odom asked me, did I want to be baptized? And I answered, yes, sir, very boldly. This was the most exciting moment of my life, and it still is the most exciting moment of my life today. Yeah, glory be to God. like saying like old Joshua say, in this house we will serve the Lord. Yeah. And so that's another baptism picture there. Yeah. Go to the next one here. Good thing. Yeah, oh, okay. And I got and one thing I gotta say, being a Christian is a lot. It's not. I know a lot of people refer to that as religious or religion, but it's a lot more to it than just religion. It's basically a way of life. There, it's just um, living your life the way that God the way that God wants us to live our life there. So it's not no yeah, it's a lot more to it than just that there. Because I remember Jesus, there was some that you had some because it's a lot more to it than just mere religion there. Yeah, so it's a lifestyle there. Yeah, that's the thing about it there. My idol. When I think of my idol, I think of a person I highly admire. The person who comes to mind is my friend, Minister Ware. He's a youth leader, youth minister at the church I go to, and he is like my father figure. This was before my mom remarried. There, say he's like my father figure. And I admire his positive attitude. He always encourages the youth and other people in our church to talk positive and have faith. And he always teaches on faith and God's word and says they and he say in speaking God's word and obeying God's word. One of Minister Webb's favorite saying is, "You can have what you say. What you say, you will have what you say. So ought that you say what Jesus says." He calls this SWJS. Say what Jesus says. I have learned so many important things about God's word from Minister Webb's teaching. This is why I respect and admire him as my idol there. So, yeah, yeah, he was a really good teacher there. And then, of course, there's my greatest dislike. Oh boy, my greatest dislike is seeing how so many people in the world destroy their lives and sometimes the lives of others with the use of drugs and alcohol that they take on the actions the action and behavior of another person. They no longer seem to care about themselves or anyone else and sometimes become very dangerous. Once I saw a video at school when I was in the 6th grade of how drugs and alcohol had turned this man into a monstrous like creature because of the way he was acting. He almost killed himself. I really think people turn to drugs and alcohol many times thinking it will solve their problems, but it really makes it worse. It would be nice to live in a better world where people would turn to God's word to solve their problems instead of things that are evil and destructive, such as drugs and alcohol. Yeah, that's true. Like I say, and I remember one, stay away from drugs unless yes, that is yes, you are absolutely right. Yeah, yeah, and it's like, and I've seen there was another video they showed us at school one time. Guy was had took some drugs, and all of a sudden his sister said something, and I think she was just joking around. But his mood just changed completely, and next thing you know, he was coming after his sister with a knife. Then she hid from him, and then all of a sudden he eventually realized, like, wait, what am I doing? So yeah, that let's take it here. Check it out. Got it. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, it can definitely change. It can definitely make a person act out of their character sometime there. Especially what leads them to do it there. And a lot of time it do. A lot of time it be good people. Now really sometimes like good people end up on hard times, and then suddenly something happens to them in their life that leads them to doing drugs and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, and they be and if they be crying out for help. My dream car, which I of course got a car now. My dream car is known as the Stephanie car. Stephanie car. This is the name I given it, that was given to a Bluebell train that delivers Bluebell flowers on Thomas the Tank Engine, which uh, which I used to watch when I was very young. I have no special reason for choosing this name for my dream car other than I like the name. As I think about my dream car, it is a very rare car, but a real beauty. The color would be burgundy. The style would be a combination of a sports and a luxury car, and the interior would be navy blue and be real fast. A fast car that can transform into a plane traveling through the air at 400 miles an hour. That would be my dream car. Well, I don't know if they'll be able to make a car to change into a plane unless it's a transformer. But other than that, I did. But other than that, I do have a pretty good car though. So yeah, at least that. Let's see. So okay. So this bird. Okay, I showed that already. My future, and this is the last one here, and then I got a few other uh journals there I'm gonna go through there. I don't think, yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one, but I was a kid when I wrote, probably a teenager, I think, when I wrote this. So, you know, we have we do have our dreams there, buddy. Yeah, but you're probably right. Reality speaking wise, yes, yeah. Some things we imagine actually can become a reality, and then there are some things that just stay as imagination. It kind of varies there. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, some things, but not all things. Yeah. My future vocation is to one day become a television show host with my own talk show, and also become a famous writer, which I am writing and stuff. Having my own talk show is something I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember, because especially I was watching a lot of talk shows back in the day. I would call this show Kids for Jesus. Oh yeah, I remember that. That might happen one day. Hey, that could still happen one day. It would be a show where children would be guests if flying cars do. Oh yeah, that is something to think about there. Yes, that definitely something to consider. Yeah, that's a good. That's a very good point, Desmond. Yeah, yeah. It would. So it would be where children would be the guests. They would get a chance to discuss different Bible topics, play Bible games, and that would help them learn more about God's word in a fun, interesting way. And yep, yeah, it would be. Yeah. So I would also like to one day become a famous writer for children books and children television programs. Now, I mean, I'm working on that part there with the books I write. Most of my writings would be about stories about my imaginary friends I've had as a child. They would be about characters in the stories I write. I remember in the fourth grade, I wrote a story about my imaginary friend Gargabe, which actually was supposed to be the cousin of Garfield, and it got published in a 1997 to 1998 edition of the Seedlings for my school. This small recognition is like the beginning, is a start or beginning for me that will lead to me becoming a famous writer. The title of the story was published Gargay versus the a Brave Ant. And this was actually like, and when I say ant, I mean like the ants in your ant hole there. For the writer. Yep, yep, that's kind of, and that's kind of been my specialty there. Things related with children there. I actually did try to write. I actually did try to write some stuff that was kind of more adult. Like me and my wife, we wrote how we met and everything, sort of a marriage book. And then I actually tried to write a more adult tone kind of horror book ones. Didn't really, I never did really complete it there. I did complete the marriage book, but it didn't really sell too well there. It seemed like most people were more interested in my children book. So yeah, I've just kind of been sticking with that there. But I am glad I wrote the marriage book. So at least, but it's, for me and my wife, yeah, it was at least, we did try it there. Yeah, good little try. It was a book that was kind of dark, but it was good. Okay, what kind of book? What book was that now? But kind of. So yeah, this was and this right here. This is what I wrote for a school seedling. Lost Boy. I may have heard of that there. I'm not sure if we read that in school or not, but it sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. Yeah. So, so this the brave ant versus Gargabe, like like an actual ant in the ant hill. The brave ant. Okay, okay, okay. Definitely. Let's see. The brave ant must be cautious while entering the house of Gargabe the cat. The brave ant used air force, but the fan knocked him out of the air. The brave ant was thrown out of the house. He got an army of ants, some attacked by land, the fire ants, some attacked the flying ants attacked by air, and some ants in the water attacked by boats. Gargabe's owner was surrounded by the water in the bathtub, and the owner gave out the alarm. Gargabe! Get rid of those ants! The ants were not aware that the cat had been alarmed. The cat set a trap. He put up a he put stuff that stunk so bad in a pile near the fan. Flicked the switch, and the fan blew a stinky smell toward the ants, and the ants had to flee for their lives. Gar gave the cat sprayed ant killer down the hole, and that was the end of the ant and his army. And this was actually it actually was kind of a mimic of a Garfield episode of him versus the mice there. So yeah, it's kind of where I got that from. But yeah, now obviously I probably would not put that in official publishing because of that there. Yeah, I don't want Jim Davis to sue me. Yeah, this was wrote for school, Jim Davis, if you're watching. Yeah. Okay, so now kind of looking some of my high school journals there. You can see There's two of them right here. You see, I've decorated. These were some of the booster pack wrappings that some of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards came in. You see, I used them to decorate the journals there. Yeah, I think this one came first here. It's about Peter. Oh, Peter Pan. If he kidnapped the kids, but saying there's a place far away for them to follow him and take. Okay, so kind of like another adapt. So I guess sort of like a darker take on Peter Pan. Huh. Okay. Sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. There's a lot of they got a lot of different versions of like Peter Pan and these different fairy tales there. Yeah, yeah. And since you mentioned dark, you know, a real, what a real a dark. I think, in my opinion, what I think the darkest fairy tale is. I think it's Pinocchio. Yeah, Pinocchio, especially the non-Disney versions of Pinocchio. That's a dark story there. Yeah, even when Disney adapt did their adaptation of it, it still was kind of dark there. But yeah, it was really, matter of fact. I think I may have mentioned before the original non-Disney story of Pinocchio when it was first written. The person who wrote it did not like kids, but people were asking him to write a children's story, so he wrote it out of anger, and he had a hatred toward children. That's what he made Pinocchio sort of a jerk. Pinocchio even killed Jiminy Cricket, and Jiminy Cricket came back as a ghost. Um, and then um, at the end, originally he ended the story by having Pinocchio hanged. He was hanged, and that was the end of the story. No more Pinocchio. But when I guess when his editors and stuff like that, when he turned it in to them, like, no, 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 you can't do that. You got to give it a happy ending. Don't change that. Fine. So then that's how we got the ending of Pinocchio becoming a real boy. So now yeah, the only reason we got Pinocchio becoming a real boy was because the original writer who wrote a sad ending was forced to give a happy ending. So yeah, it's quite a history with that there. Very dark there. Mhm. I guess I don't really know exactly, but I guess you got some people that just that kind of don't really take well to kids, which is kind of strange because from my point of view, I'm like, you guys were kids once, but then again, like I say, you don't know what's on the mind of different people. There, yeah, like I say, it's a lot of different people have some very odd ways, very odd point of views and ways of thinking. Now, so it's kind of a scary thought there. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go just certain parts of these journals there. Okay, I got a story in here right at the beginning. The shrinking machine. The shrinking machine here got me and Casey in there. I got my granny in here, and there's a few cartoon characters from some other shows, and also some of my classmates there. So one in Derek's hideout, Derek, uh, Jamaica, Jamarki, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm just gonna say Jamal. Derek, Jamal, and Anthony have built a shrinking machine, and now they discuss how they're gonna use it. But little do they know that Casey is watching them. Here's the plan. Derek says, "Here's the plan. We'll go to Webster's house and use the shrinking machine to shrink him." By the way, Webster, I don't know why, and I think, well, I guess I kind of do. I didn't know back then, um, but some of the kids at school back in the ninth grade called me Webster for some reason, and I think this might be why. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know it back then. Let's see. I think Webster as a person here. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is what they were called. I think this is what they were referring to when they called me Webster. Mm, wow. Yeah, he does kind of look a little like Miss Aaron. Yeah. Hmm. But I didn't know it back then though. I never had heard about it back. I think they can also make something like, but they did do some, yeah, they did try that with Winnie the Pooh. And now, like I say, with Pinocchio, I could kind of, I mean, because that's the way it originally was meant to be dark, and then it got turned, into a lighthearted film. So yeah, you went from dark to lighthearted with that. Winnie the Pooh, like I say, they do have that. I'm not really too wild. Now, some people might be, some people, I know some people did enjoy, were like on board with that. But yeah, just I didn't really think too well with it. Dora, they I wouldn't necessarily say like a horror thing, but they did do a live action Dora the Explorer movie of her as a teenager, which actually turned out really well. And yeah, I mean, it was still for kids, but it was a little bit more evolved from the preschool show, which and still paid respect to it. So that actually did pretty well. They go, oh, okay. Oh boy, almost like my big papa say it's a horrible movie. Say no. Yeah, like I say, but like I say, if yeah, I know some people probably would like it. Mm. And they say to each his own. So yeah, that's what the kids at school back in ninth grade would call me, Webster. So he said, here's the plan. We'll go to Webster's house, use the shrinking machine to shrink him. Then we're gonna get all those recording videos he has, and record Rap City on them. Let's do it. Casey walks in, sees the shrinking machine. He's like, "Ooh, what does this button do?" And accidentally shrinks Derek. Derek's like, "What happened to me?" He's like, "Oh." So then, you okay? Gotta wait for the message there. But so Casey then runs off, and they're like, "Oh, we got," and so they pursue after her. Yeah, it's more of it a little bit later there. Let's see. If I wrote a, if I could have my dream job, what would it? At the moment, I would really want to. Okay, like say what I'm doing. Okay, like take what I'm doing right now with YouTube and stuff. I know I'm definitely want to get monetization for the channel built up, as well as also Patreon pledgers. But I would also at the same time like to evolve this. What I'm doing here to like the books I'm writing right now, have them into an animated series, um, and probably and maybe even have like my own, like have them at like maybe if my own streaming service or something like that. Like maybe Miracle Production streaming, where see different stuff that I've created, like my wife, her creations, and even even stuff like with EJ or Casey, some of their stuff there. Yeah, so that would be a dream there. Um, and there is one thing that came to my mind of maybe how to start up. Okay, okay, all right. Well, I guess you'll probably okay. Well, definitely, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish up what I'm reading here. So, yeah, definitely make sure you catch it on the replay when you get a chance there. So that way, because I'm gonna finish this up here before I turn in. Um, yeah, but yeah, and I plan on being an EJ stream. I will be there. So yeah, I'll see you guys at EJ stream tomorrow night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But definitely have a good night there, Desmond. There. Yeah. For Black Phone, yes, 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 and I will. I hadn't checked it yet, but I will. I will check it before I go to bed to make sure I can bring it up, and I could probably and hopefully I do, and I can watch it along with EJ's reaction there. Yep, yes, I'm gonna. Yep, that's why I want to come. I want to see what this great movie is about. Yeah, I want to see it for myself. Yeah, yeah. Looks like it'll be a good movie too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, well, some people. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, everybody got their, everybody got their likes and dislikes there. Yeah. I'm hoping to like it. Yeah. I'm really. Yeah. I want to give it a shot. Yeah. All right. Peace out there, Desmond. We'll see you tomorrow on EJ stream there. Have fun with, and we'll be having fun watching the movie. Yeah. All right. Huh. All right. So now I'm gonna finish this here for the that way. I want. I don't want to carry over to no part three. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. I skip over it here. Okay, and then I got where I explained about the different Yu-Gi-Oh characters here, and let's just see. Oh yeah, and I actually one of the characters from Yu-Gi-Oh, Taya Gardner, also known as Anzu Mizaki in the Japanese version. Yeah, I imagine her as my imaginary girlfriend. Yeah, um, yeah, being the same age as me there. So yeah, so yeah, there was that there. Let's see, battle game, Star Wars battle game on PlayStation. Okay, and let's see, I tried. Looks like I tried to write Power Rangers Mega cards there. And, oh my goodness, a Macintosh donkey. And here's a picture of Taya right there. What she looks like there. One from it's a picture of her from season one there. Yeah, and let's see. Pharaoh. Oh yeah, when we did the Abraham play, got in there. And be sure to check my church history video for that there. Yeah, that's why I got to play Abraham. And I wrote my lines in here, so I will tell you what my lines were in here. Yes, my lord, I will do as you say. We must go to Egypt. Sarah, you are so beautiful, and Pharaoh will have me killed to have you. So I'll tell them that you are my sister. Hello, I'm Abraham. This is my sister Sarah. Uh, yeah, I might actually. This actually would be a pretty good idea to do some sketch straight from the Bible. This would be maybe not right away, but maybe in the future, maybe do some stuff like this with the Miracle Crew. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hmm. And then her part scene two of the Shrinking Machine. Uh, so Anthony and Jamal are searching for trying to find out where Casey ran off to. Then like, how are we gonna get Derek back? So they decide to come try to find. They decide to ask me where Casey lives. But you honestly think I'm gonna tell them where Casey lives? They must think I was born yesterday. And of course, Vision was born yesterday, but even he wouldn't tell them. Well, I was born yesterday. So, yeah, that ain't gonna work. They tried to. Uh, oh my goodness. They, well, let's just say I called my granny over to take care of them. There, I'm just gonna leave it with that. There. Okay, so there's that. Okay, okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Kind of see what else I can share with you guys in this one. Ooh, Mega Man NT Warrior. Oh, and then I even got it. So it was oh, okay, wait, okay, no. I got okay, this is something else. So May 17th, 2003, I imagined myself after getting my haircut, taking Taya out the subway and then going to Tinseltown to see Daddy Daycare. And of course, then watching a baseball game. Yes. Oh, and here's a little song from the Powerpuff Girls. Love, 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 make the world go round. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, Pluto Nash, not a very good movie. Let's say. Let's see what else we got in here that I can share with y'all. Yeah. Okay, I'm in June. Oh, summertime. Okay, so oh wait. Go back. So June the let's see, okay, June the 1st. Well, no, take it back. Let's see. I'm going to the 10th grade. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Talk to Casey. Oh, okay. So I say we're going to. Okay, so I mentioned about me and Casey going to see Daddy Daycare at Tinseltown. First time going to the first time meeting each other at the theater. Uh, and we even traded some dual monster cards there. Yeah. Cards. So this is some of the this was some of the cards I had there that I had to trade there. And in exchange, now those I showed you that was a copy of the cards I taped there. I put them in the copier there. Oh, and then I think a couple of others there. Deep Sea Warrior, Share the Pain, and I think that's what she traded with me there. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Monster Reborn, and Root Kaiser. Yeah. So, yeah. Pretty good movie. Daddy Daycare, pretty good movie. That's part of what got me to take up daycare at my school, volunteer daycare. So not much with that one. Probably, I highly doubt be much with this one. This, yeah, it's kind of like I say, it's some other stuff written in here, but like I say, some stuff. Oh, wrote about a book that I read, Walk Two Moons. See, watching Fresh Prince there. Duel with Casey, yeah. Yeah, like I said before, Casey was really good with Dual Monsters there. Oh yeah. Yes, still dating Taya. Talking about Digimon season 4. And of course, I wrote in here about the Powerpuff Girls, the city of Townsville, and it's raining. No one on the street because it's raining. No, I hate rainy days. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. I need action. I need to punch. Hey, I want to solve crimes and fight evil too, but I'm not taking it out on Bubbles. Me neither. So it's raining. What are we to do? I know. I have an idea. Since we can't be the Powerpuff Girls outside, we could play the Powerpuff Girls inside. That's a great idea. And then, of course, they do. Yeah, Powerpuff Girls rainy day. Looks like I kind of wrote the whole episode there, up to up. Yeah, pretty much I did. Yeah, I actually got the whole episode there in there. Let's see, so, let's see, got up here. Let's see. All right. Oh, a little poem I wrote about me and Taya there, or Anzu. He and the name that I was in Yu-Gi-Oh was Hiko. This is where the name Hiko first came in. It was my Japanese name in Yu-Gi-Oh. So, Hiko and Anzu walked through the peaceful garden with valleys, rivers, bridges, and trees. There were even animals so gentle and calm. As they walked through the peaceful garden, music of harmony filled the air. As the music continued to play, Hiko and Anzu started to dance. As the dance and the music went on and on, time slowly lost its existence. It was then that they held each other close and kissed each other. Such a romantic scene. Pretty much basic romance there. Oh. Ooh. Let's see, got another song in there. Let's see. Oh, I had a dream. Apparently, there's a dream I had about a girl who kissed me, and it felt like, and her lips felt ice cold. Whoa! So, oh boy, I don't know if you want to experience that. Oh, be prepared there from the Lion King. Yeah. Guess EJ still busy with this event there. I wonder. I wonder he might. I wonder if he's either is something involving like maybe him being in a production, or perhaps maybe he making one of his short films there. Could be good. I know he said he was working on some of those there. Let's see. And then there was a moment. There was a point in time in here where um, Case and I during our role plays had went to the past. We imagine ourselves time traveling to the past to get our past selves up to the present. So you imagine we're in high school and you see me at 5 years old and Casey at 6 years old walking alongside us. And also my cousin Tiffany when she was like 2 years old. Mm. And yeah, so that was that. And oh, we had a Teen Titans theme, which y'all heard in one of the shorts singing that. Yeah, talk about Teen Titans there. Yeah, huh? No, let's see. And that's when we first came up with. Well, maybe I wouldn't say the first time, but um, the Casey she came up with Sword Girl, And in the role play, she imagined her as Raven's sister, Teen Titans Raven. Yeah, yeah. And I imagined myself a Star Striker being Robin's cousin. Uh, Not sure exact. I guess Robin's cousin. I know not. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that would work out, considering what happened with Robin's family, the Flying Graysons. There, that was a drawing I made of Star Striker back then with a red, blue, and black pen, and also some brown that I had there. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Huh, got a duel in there. Power Rangers, of course. Oh boy, okay, so this is the last thing I got in here. Song from Frosty the Snowman. Sometimes when the words just fail you, you're scared, but you know they're wrong. I find that I get much further when I turn my thoughts to song. You know why you love the season, all the joy that the snow can bring. So why should you stop and reason? Just open your heart and sing. Oh, let there be snow. Let there be snow. Need I remind you that autumn's behind you? Let the wind blow. This is the time of year to make figure eights across the lake. Such a magical sight when the world's dressed in white. Oh, let there be snow. The days may grow a short and grayer, the cold may nip at your nose. But once there's a 6-inch layer, don't those soft flakes beneath your toes. You can't help but want to taste it or jump in a snowy pile. Why not build a fort or igloo or find a window to print your smile? Oh, let there be snow. Let there be snow. Close down the schools and let's act like fools. There's parties to throw. Let there be snow. Let there be snow. This kind of weather brings people together so friendships can grow. Why should we sit around and wait for summer days to celebrate such a magical sight when the world's dressed in white? Oh, let there be snow. Oh, yeah, I really like this song there. And of course, got one more high school journal here with SpongeBob on the cover. It's a Jim and Rock Live on Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob, he's the man that'll make you feel it. SpongeBob. Sort of made me think of a Chuck E. Cheese commercial there. Okay, so what I got going in this one, I know there's be some interesting things in here. I always got to reintroduce myself whenever I start these journals there. Yeah, Trey's football game there. Casey, yeah, okay. Digimon, of course. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, got a little conversation between me and Taya. Say, so, say, hi, Hiko. Say, what's up? Like, just enjoying the priest's words there. That's good. How are you? Like, how are you doing, Taikari? Referring to my imaginary sister back then, there, which I do plan to bring her in my Yumiko series. Um, named just fine. That's good. So, Anzu, how'd you get from work here to here so fast? I was sort of able to sneak out 10 minutes early and took a quick shower, threw something on, and just in time for the sermon. Well, I'm glad you got. Takara, you might say can you sit in mom's office while we talk for a bit? So then we're looking at there. Me and Ansel are looking at the stars. Not very many stars out today. Well, there's two stars out, but they're very far away from each other. But there is one difference between those stars and you and me. What's that? Huh. Well, the two stars are far away from each other, but you and me, Enzu, we're close together. And that brought her closer to me there. And I suppose we are. Yeah. And of course the kids there. And I got a list of English and Japanese names there from the show. I even wrote out a summer list of things to do. It's a very long list too. Yeah, summer, almost like the list from author. Where's, let's see. I wrote Digimon. Okay, so then now um there was a moment where I did have somewhat not I didn't actually have a real girlfriend just yet, but I did try to talk to somebody in reality. Uh Unfortunately, the girl I was talking to, she had a boyfriend, and I don't know why, but for some reason I thought I could win her over from her boyfriend. My advice to you, yeah, especially my young bucks watching there, don't try to win somebody else. Don't try to my young guys, don't try to win another guy's girl. Yeah, that doesn't end well. Yeah, and it's not, and honestly speaking, it's not right there. So yeah, I kind of, and it's a yeah, it's I was this close to probably getting a black eye from that there. So yeah, let's see. Let's get that. Some stuff I wrote about her there. Yeah. Discovering Shrek. Oh boy, that nigga. Let's see. Let's see, maybe. I think eventually, I did stop. Of course. Let's say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Eventually, I did stop, which is good because yeah, whole thing of trying to compete against another against she already got a boyfriend, so then of course there was the girl that I mentioned with the age difference earlier in my church video. Oh boy, very odd. Some let's just say there were times I had some very odd romances there. Oh boy, let's see. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think I do with some of the odd crushes I had. I think I at that point in my life, I think I was better off with Taya. And of course, I had to go to summer school again, but at least I wasn't like the way when I the first time I went, and I didn't have a confidence problem at that point there. Yeah, and I did pass and go to high school. Huh. Oh, my instructions for Tigatron there. I was wondering where I went there. Let's see. Get there. Let's see. Aladdin. Yeah, imagining Aladdin and all that there. Mm, boy. Power Rangers mega cards. That's gonna be for another video there. Yeah, that's okay. I'm seeing some stuff in here, but some of it, yeah, it's kind of like it is really kind of for the kind of like the I say you can't really put it. Got to stay here in private there. So yeah, apparently this looked like this one was a little more uh private than the previous journals there. At least the other journals seemed like they were more open now. So okay. All right, so the last thing I got, and that will be it for this video. That actually I was going to show this. It's a poetry book, but I think I might save this for possibly another stream or another video by itself there. Um, I'm gonna show this artwork and then in the stream there. Yeah, so, or better yet, I'm trying to think. Maybe let's see the way some of it is in here. Yeah, but that's. I think I'm gonna cut the stream here. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, like I said, and I've shown and I did, and there was some artwork in the previous stuff I showed you guys. So yeah, maybe yeah. I think what I'll do with the this will be another this will be a video all to itself a little bit later. Because there's some other things I want to do as far as a video is concerned, and this probably the artwork that's in here in this notebook, and I got another notebook like this. That's going to be a whole nother video there. Those would just be videos all to themselves there. Kind of got to think of how I want to present that there. So kind of bear with me on that, but that's what I'm kind of thinking of there because, like I say, it's getting really late there. I gotta get ready for work in the morning. At least I don't have to be there at midnight, but I do. But I do need to get up in the morning for it. So I'm gonna cut the stream here, and like I say, y'all like what y'all heard and everything. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. So you be notified whenever we do this and other videos that will be coming. And also definitely hit us up on that Patreon. Um, yeah, hit us up on Patreon. It's just like your boy Ed. Let me try that again. Hit us up on Patreon, just like your boy EJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey, and Iceman Universe, and also hang out with us here in the live stream, and also on Facebook and Discord. And let's tell each other some stuff on that Macari app. And like I say, without further ado, that is it for the night, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. And as of tomorrow, I plan on being in my boy EJ's stream to see what that black phone is all about. So, and I don't mean, and I'm not talking about my black phone. Technically, this is blue with a black cover. I'm talking about the scary movie. So, yeah, I'm gonna be in his stream checking that out there. And I will see you guys later next time. Ooh, take care, everybody.